All right, welcome to yoga, where we are going to relax, elongate your body, and take deep breaths in and out through our nose and our mouth the entire time. So I'm in slow-mo right here just because I want to give you a couple tips before we begin. We are going to be bending over quite a bit. So if you get vertigo or if you get dizzy easily, anytime we bend over, I'm just going to ask you to just slightly lift your chin, and that will help you so that you don't get as dizzy. Okay. The other thing I'm going to ask you to do is get close to a couch or a chair in the scenario that you don't want to put your hands all the way down to the ground. It doesn't feel right to your body. And so you have some type of assistance. So you'll be holding onto the wall or the chair or your couch or an ottoman versus going all the way down to your hands. All right. So, and last thing is, if anything feels not right to your body, go ahead and modify the stretch, come out of the stretch, or find a different stretch if it doesn't feel right. So we will be moving out of the slow-mo here in a little bit. If you want to go ahead and come into forward fold with me, where your feet are shoulder width apart. So toes are forward, heels slightly spindle out. We're just going to go ahead and rest in forward fold, taking deep breaths. And again, this is where you would either hold onto the couch, the edge of the couch, or put your feet on or hands on blocks or even pillows, and slightly lift your chin in the scenario that you get lightheaded easily or you get vertigo, okay? So anytime the crown of my head goes down to the ground and you happen to get dizzy, I want you to just take it slow and lift the chin slightly, okay? So we're just here in forward fold. Toes are forward, knees are slightly bent. I like my feet to be warm, so I'm wearing leg warmers today. I also have my little fireplace on, so that's something else you could think about with yoga, is it's important to feel warm in your body. All right, so we're right here in forward fold, taking deep breaths. I'm going to pull my shoulder blades back, reach the crown of the head forward, place my hands on my shins, and then exhale as I lower the crown of my head towards the ground. Inhale as you reach the crown of the head forward, nice flat back, and exhale as you bring the crown of your head down towards the ground. Good. Inhale, you can place your hands, fingertips on the ground. Inhale forward and exhale down. And again, if your feet feel better shoulder width apart or feet together, just listen to your lower back on this. When we exhale, I do want you to pull that belly button in throughout this sequence, okay? So now from here, we're going to place the left hand on the ground or on a couch. Bring your right palm, fingertips down towards the glutes. And you're going to open up that right shoulder, but hips stay square towards the ground. So inhale and exhale, opening up that right shoulder. So the palm is down towards the lower back, fingertips are down towards the glutes. Take the right hand down and switch sides. So left hand, palm down to the lower back, fingertips down, and then just open up that left shoulder. Keeping your breath strong, inhale and exhale. On the inhale, your belly can drop. And on the exhale through your mouth, your belly button pulls in towards your spine. So inhale, the belly can drop. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, and the waistline comes in. And you exhale through your mouth. So we're right here in forward fold, and we're just going to heel toe our feet a little bit wider than your mat. Wider than shoulder width. Reach your arms forward, and you're going to bring your left arm out to the side and loop it under the right armpit, and you can either place it on the outside of the right kneecap or the right shin or the right ankle, and you're going to just gradually pull on the outside of that right ankle with the left palm. Hips stay square back towards the back of the room. You'll get a nice mid-back stretch, shoulder stretch. And again, your right hand could be on a couch. Okay, so my right hand is on the ground. Anytime you see my hands on the ground, your hand can be on a couch if it feels better to your body. Okay, we're gonna switch other side. So left arm forward, right arm comes out to the side, loop it under the left armpit, and snatch it on the outside of the left quad, left kneecap area, or left ankle. You're gonna go ahead and do a nice gradual pull, getting a really good mid-back stretch. And once again, your left arm can be on a couch versus the ground or an ottoman or the wall. And that would be a modified version so that you're not having to sink all the way to the ground. The other thing is you can always bend your knees if straight legs just aren't working out for you today. And your body is different every day. I do like feeling warm. I feel like I can extend my muscles a little longer that way. That's why sometimes you'll see me wear socks or have my heater on. Even taking a hot shower before can help. Okay, we're gonna come down onto all fours, hands and knees. Now you can place your knees on some pillows, like you see my couch pillows right there. You could put your knees on those, or a gardening knee pad. You could put that below your knees as well. So now what we're gonna do is shrug our shoulders towards our ears, and then we're gonna rotate them back in a circle, and then lift up and out. So shrug the shoulders, circle the shoulders back, press the palms into the ground, lift up and out. Good. Now from here, we're just going to rotate the pelvis. So you're just going to pull the pelvis under and swing it back. Swing the pelvis under and back. Pull the glutes under and push them back. Good. Now we're going to combine it all together and do what's called cat-cow. Really press your palms into the ground, and you're going to reach the crown of the head forward, tailbone nice and long. Inhale, and then exhale up. And really cat back up, pulling the belly button in and rotating the glutes under. So inhale, reach the crown of the head forward, pull the shoulders back, and exhale and pull that belly button in and lift, lift, lift through that mid-spine. Feels so good. Inhale, the spine forward, and exhale through the mouth. Pull the belly button in and press those palms into the ground. Mid-back really arches up to the sky. Good. Inhale, reach the crown of the head forward. And exhale, pull the hips under, belly button pulls in, crown of the head reaches down. Good. Let's do one more. Inhale forward. And through the mouth, you're going to exhale, pull the belly button in, and reach that mid-spine up to the sky, rounding the shoulders. Nice. Now from here, bring your toes together, knees are wide. Again, knees can be on a gardening knee pad, double up your mat, or you can also put them on 2 couch pillows. And I'm going to go ahead and reach my hips back towards my heels. So toes are together, knees are wide. Another thing you could do if this hurts your ankles is you can put 2 pillows under your hamstring area. So giving you space between your quads and your heels. Getting your spine nice and long, and this is called child's pose. Now from here, I'm going to lift my palms up, press my fingertips into the mat, and push my hips back towards my heels, giving it traction and letting the spine elongate in a different way. Push those hips back to the heels. Good. From here, take the left arm out to the side, loop it under the right armpit. The left palm is up and the left shoulder sinks into the ground. Pull that left shoulder away from your left ear, getting a really good left shoulder stretch. Forehead stays down to the ground. Taking nice deep breaths. Reach the left arm forward, right arm comes out to the side, loop it under the left armpit. Sink the right shoulder down towards the ground. Left arm stays nice and long in front of you. And pull that right shoulder away from the ear to get an optimal stretch throughout that right deltoid shoulder muscle. Good. Taking nice deep breaths. And from here, you're going to go ahead and take one leg forward. It's going to be your right leg. And the right knee is right above the right ankle. And you're going to go ahead and scoot that left knee back, and the top of the left foot is down to the ground. Now, we're just going to go ahead and bring the left heel towards the left glute. Okay, so just slowly lift it up. If this feels uncomfortable on your knee, don't feel like you have to bring the left knee up all the way. You can also put your hands on the couch or a wall, and you can place a pad under your left knee. A lot of times I'll wear volleyball knee pads when I do yoga. I have a little bit of cushion under me today. But if you're on a hardwood floor, you'll definitely want something. Now we're gonna rotate our body weight towards the right hand and reach that right shoulder back and down away from the right ear, and bring that left arm out to the side, up and over. Left bicep reaches the left ear. Lift that chin, getting a nice left hip flexor stretch. This will help you feel taller because you're really stretching that area from the hip bone all the way down to the kneecap. Good. Bring that left arm back down. And you're going to rotate the hips back, getting a nice right hamstring stretch. My right toe is down towards the ground. My hips are squared. Trying my best to pull my shoulders back away from my ears. Swing the hips forward and bring those arms up high to the sky. Bicep towards the ears, but try your best to place the shoulders down away from your ears as your arms are up overhead. Circle them back and reach back into a right hamstring stretch. Hips are squared back towards the back of your room. Reach it forward into a lunge, reaching your arms up nice and high to the sky. Swinging your hips towards the right heel. Circling the arms back, hands place on each side of the right ankle, and you're going to lift your hips up to the sky. Now your hands can be on the couch or a wall. Your hips are squared forward. And swing it forward into a nice runner's lunge. Pull the shoulders back. And when you're ready, you're going to go ahead and reach those hips to the sky. I'm up onto my fingertips, but feel free to bring your hands up onto the couch so that you can get up and out of that stretch. When we can lift up and out of the muscle, you're going to get a lot better elongating out of that muscle. You can lunge forward and then lift those hips to the sky. Doing your best to lift the crown of the head straight forward, pulling the shoulders back away from your ears. And then from here, we're going to come into a lunge and press the weight into the right heel. Tighten your glutes, tighten your core, and lift your arms up over your head. Palms are facing one another. Biceps are in towards the ears. Circle the arms back behind your lower back and clasp your hands together. Now listen up here. I am going to rotate forward, but if this feels difficult to get into, I just want you to stay right here. Notice I kind of flare my rib cage out, and then I pull that rib cage back in. And then I'm going to go ahead and rotate my chest forward. Onto the right quad. Crown of the head just naturally reaches forward. Arms come back behind you. The palms can lift away from one another. Reach the crown of the head back up, and you stay there, or you can slowly rotate forward. Lots of balance here. Weight is in that right heel and the back left toe. Release the hands slowly, and then reach the hips back up towards the sky. Now we're just going to go ahead and reach the glutes to the right and then back center. Again, your hands can be on that couch, and you're just going to kind of swing the glutes towards the right and then back center. Swing them to the right and back center. Don't forget your breath here. Inhale through your nose and exhale through your mouth. Inhale and exhale. Good work. Inhale, swinging the hips to the right, and exhale, back center. From here, you're just going to take that right foot back, and we're going to come into our first down dog. So my feet are about shoulder width apart. My hands are shoulder width apart. A lot of times we'll put our hands wider than necessary. Try to put your hands a little closer, and fingertips are far from one another. So nice big starfish hands. Arms are shoulder width apart, not wider. Pointer fingers forward. We're gonna bend the knees. Get the glutes high to the sky, and then slowly straighten out the legs, pressing the heels down. Armpits press back towards the quads. It's a really good stretch for your hamstrings, your back. It's an overall great one. So bend the knees in. Keep the knees bent, rotate the glutes high to the sky, and then slowly press the heels down towards the ground. And it's okay if your heels don't go down to the ground all the way. Good, coming down, bending the knees, hips up high to the sky. Head of the glutes is up to the sky, and then slowly straighten out the left and the right leg. In a down dog. Coming back down, and we're gonna sit back in child's pose again. So knees are wide, toes are together. Let your chest fall to Mother Earth. Arms are nice and long in front of you. Fingertips reach forward. Come back up onto all fours, and then place the left leg forward. So the weight is in that left heel. Make sure the left knee is right above the left heel. Ensure that the knee is not over the toe. Get your right leg long away from you. Top of the foot is on the mat, and you're just going to slowly lift that right heel towards the right glute. You'll get a really good stretch through the right quad, but if this doesn't feel right on your right kneecap, it doesn't feel correct, just go slow and maybe just barely lift it up and off the ground. Or just stay here in the lunge stretch. So lift it up and down, swinging the hips towards the left heel, pulling the right toe towards the right glute. From here, you're going to rotate your weight towards the left hand. Reach that right arm out and away from you. Do a nice big half circle over towards your right ear. The right bicep is towards the right ear. You're going to put the weight onto that left hand. Rotate the weight onto the left side of the body. Really reach that right arm nice and long. Lift the chin. Getting a really good right hip flexor stretch. Slowly release. And from here, I'm going to show you one more time, one more version. You can put your left arm on like a chair or your ottoman versus putting your left hand on the ground. So if you want to pause and redo that, feel free. And release that right arm. And we're going to go ahead and rotate your hands behind your back. Palms are together, and then your palms can kind of lift away from one another. And then if you want, you can rotate the chest forward towards the left quad and rotate the crown of the head up towards the sky and rotate the chest forward. And rotate the crown of the head up towards the sky. Let's do it one more time. Exhale forward through your mouth, and you can inhale as you come up. Good. Release the hands on each side of the left ankle. And from here, you can take your hands onto the couch or a wall or an ottoman. Really push that right leg back. Nice and straight. Get that right quad, really fire the right quad. and then lift the hips up to the sky. Getting a nice left hamstring stretch. Inhale as you come forward. Pull your shoulders away from your ear and lift those hips up high to the sky. So the right foot is forward, left foot is forward. Come forward into a lunge, getting a nice right hamstring stretch. And rotating your hips to the sky. I forgot to mention my dogs are all throughout this video. Here comes Rocky. And we're going to go ahead and start swinging our hips open. So you're going to swing your hips to the left and then back center. Swing your hips to the left and back center. Opening up that right hip towards the right, swinging the hips to the left and back center. And then come into a nice big lunge. This is called crescent lunge. So the weight is in the left heel, back right toe, fire the right quad. Lift those arms nice and high to the sky. Circle them behind you. Bring them on each side of the left foot. Hands are on each side of the left foot, and let's rotate those hips to the sky again. Back into a nice big lunge, runner's lunge. Up to a crescent lunge, reach the arms out to the side, reach them up over your head. Let the rib cage flare out, and then exhale as you pull that rib cage in. Get nice and deep into that lunge. Rotate the chest up right above the hips. Armpits are lined up with those hip bones. Circle the arms behind you. Place your hands on each side of your left foot. Come back into another down dog. And from here, bend your knees, get the hips high to the sky, and then slowly rotate your heels back and down towards the ground. Getting a really good hamstring stretch. Pressing the armpits back towards the top. Taking nice deep breaths. Inhale, exhale, knees come back down towards the ground. Bend them and let those hips come up high to the sky. Pressing the armpits back towards the quads. Pressing the heels down to the ground. Slowly walk your feet towards your hands. Toes are forward. We're right here in that initial move that we were in, forward fold. And then slowly come down onto your back. And we're going to just massage the spine by just rocking up and back. Really going one vertebrae at a time. Go nice and slow. Listen to your body here. Knees towards the chest and roll up. And rock the body back and reach the body up. Good. And from here, come onto your back. Toes are forward. Almost pigeon toe your feet to ensure that your toes are forward. And you're going to slowly take your hips up towards the sky into a bridge pose. Now I have my hands on my hips to ensure that my hips are going straight up versus curving right and left. My chin is away from my sternum. If you have a ponytail in, this is when you're going to want to kind of move your ponytail away. Make sure the crown of your head is down towards the ground. You're going to lift those hips up. And we're going to go ahead and let the rib cage expand. And then you can pull the rib cage back and in on the exhale. So you're going to let your rib cage flare out and then pull the rib cage together and pull the belly button in. So inhale as the rib cage flares out, and exhale as you pull your belly button in and kiss your rib cage inward and together. You can't really kiss them in together, but visualize that. Pull the shoulders away from the ears And from here, we're just going to lift the hips up and down, getting a really good glute strengthening exercise here. Also strengthens your lower core. Get your hands nice and long away from you, towards your heels. Reach your fingertips towards your heels, lifting the chin away from the sternum just slightly. Lifting those hips up and down, pressing into the heels as you lift, pulling the belly button in. If you can, inhale as you go down, exhale as you come up, and we're gonna do little pulses here. So up, down, up, down, up. So exhale as we come up, inhale as we come down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. In through the nose, out through the mouth. Good. Down and lift, and down and lift, and down and lift, down and lift. I have my hands on my hips to ensure that they're going straight up versus my hips swaying right and left, making it nice and even. This is really good for your lower back as well. It aligns your spine. 4 more, 3 more, 2 more, and 1. Squeeze the glutes and slowly lower. Pull your knees in towards your chest, shooting your lower spine nice and long away from your body. Roll out your ankles. Circling them out, left and right, and then if you want, you can reverse that circle, reversing in. And then pull the knees to the chest, and then you can just slowly sway your hips side to side, massaging your lower spine. Okay, so I'm going to take you can take your hands left and right and palms down to the ground if you want. I just have Aspen hanging out with me right here. So go ahead and massage that lower spine, left and right, and left and right. Swaying the hips side to side. And then slowly take your legs nice and long away from your body. Reach your arms nice and long up over your head. Stretch those limbs away from your ears, fingertips long. Taking nice deep breaths. And just slowly rotate your hands out to the side. If you want, before you bring your hands out to the side, you can do a nice little neck stretch with me where you take your hands behind your head and gently pull the chin towards the sternum. And slowly rotate your head left and right. Pull the shoulders away from the ears. Make sure there's nice long space from the head to the shoulders. Legs are nice and long, and you just get to hang out and honor your practice. This is called Savasana, which is honoring your body, honoring what you just did, keeping that good energy right here in your body. And when you breathe, you take an inhale through your nose, and you exhale and visualize everything coming inward towards your center, feeling grounded, feeling safe, feeling peace, and feeling gratitude in your body. If your head has lots of thoughts, do your best to let your body think from the neck down. Think from your heart. Let the thoughts go away and just let this amazing elongating practice just simmer in your body. Again, finding gratitude, finding peace, finding love, finding safety. And stay here as long as you want. Taking nice deep breaths. Thank you so much for practicing with me today. Please come back and do this at least another 1 time this week. It's an amazing way to feel centered, grounded, great way to start your day, and And remember, elongating your muscles is also a version of toning your muscles because you are putting tension on it as you create length. So you can consider this a workout as well. The greatest part about it is it helps you feel calm, brings your cortisol levels down, and it's very complementary towards female health, female hormones, and feeling grounded throughout your day. Again, thank you for practicing with me today, and namaste.